So go ahead and find yourself seated comfortably. And close the eyes. And then begin breathing a bit deeper, a bit slower. And then take this time to set a reason for your practice, what you hope to gain from your practice today. And then take a deep breath in. And then clear it out. And so here, we're going to roll out the wrists so you can lift your arms and just take circles with the hands. And then change direction. And then rest your hands over your knees and circle the shoulders. So we draw the shoulders forward and then up toward the ears, back, and then down the back, and just make big circles in that direction. And then pause and change directions. Draw the shoulders up toward the ears, forward, down, and then up the back. And keep making those big circles. And go as fast as you like, as slow as you like. Just notice what you're feeling as you're moving. And then pause here. Arms reach out and up. Bend the right elbow. Take your palm to your upper back and take your left hand to the tip of your elbow. Take a few breaths here. And then breathe in, grow taller. And then exhale, twist to the right. Right hand comes behind you, left hand comes to your thigh. Go ahead and inhale again, get some length. And then exhale, twist. Inhale, center, both arms float up, bend the left arm. Take your right hand to your elbow, the left palm is to your upper back. And just breathe here. And then inhale, grow taller. And then twist to the left, exhale. Left hand behind you, right hand to your thigh. Okay, inhale for some length again. Exhale, twist. And then inhale, center. Take the hands, interlace them behind you, and then scoop those hands with the hands interlaced over to the right side body. So just to the outside of your waist on the right side. And point your right elbow back. Then drop your right ear over your right shoulder. And then lift your head up. Keep your hands interlaced. Just scoop them over to the other side. Point your left elbow back and then drop your left ear over your left shoulder. And then lift your head up. Take your hands, keep them interlaced but centered behind you. And let your shoulders lift up, draw back, and then down the back. So you notice that chest is lifted. And then draw your chin towards your chest. Release the hands, lift the head. We'll come onto tabletop. So you can come onto hands and knees. And then curl the toes under, lift your tailbone, look up, inhale. Round your spine, exhale. Look down. And then inhale, look up. Lift your tailbone, lift your chest. And then round your spine, exhale, look down. And then neutral. So you have a flat back, take an inhale. Exhale, look over your right shoulder towards your right hip. Try to squeeze your hip and your shoulder closer together. Inhale, center. Then look over your left shoulder towards your left hip. Try to squeeze your left shoulder and hip closer together. Inhale, center. Exhale, look to the right, just like you did, changing sides. Inhale, center. Look to the left, exhale. And then inhale, center. Look to the right, exhale. Inhale, center. Look to the left, exhale. And then look straight ahead so that your spine is neutral. And then come on into ragdoll. So walk your feet forward towards your hands. Hold your elbows. And then if you want to bend your knees here, you can. If you want your legs straight, that's fine too. But you want to feel that your head can become heavier. And then take your hands to your shins. Straighten the arms, look up, inhale. Fold, exhale. Bend your knees and roll all the way up to stand. And then you'll step to the top of your mat and face the side of your mat. Okay, so you want to face the mat so that on your left side, you're very close to the edge, and the right side, there's a lot of room. And you might even want to turn your mat so that, you know, you're facing me, facing your device. And then we'll sweep those arms up. We're doing this moon salutation because we've got the new moon this weekend. Plus, feels really good, I think. Okay, so the arms come up. Interlace the fingers. You can take a breath in. On the exhale, we'll take side bend to the right. Deep exhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, center. And then take side bend to the left. Deep exhale, complete exhale. And then come up through center. Bring your right knee up to your chest, so we're balancing on one leg. And then we'll take a big step out to the right. Okay, so you can bring your toes, point them out, and your heels in, and start to bend your knees. And then you can release your hands and keep your elbows in line with your shoulders. This is your horse stance or your goddess stance. And then straighten the legs and turn the toes to the right so that you're coming into triangle pose. So the legs are straight, arms wide. And start to reach the right hand along the right leg. And then take your hand to your shin. And then your left hand straight up to the sky. You can look up at your left thumb. If that doesn't feel good on your neck, just look straight ahead and breathe here. And then here, we're going to take the left hand down and fold over the right leg. This is a really good time to maybe use blocks under the hands, or if you have a chair, you can put your hands higher up on a chair. But your legs are straight and you're folding over that straightened right leg, trying to bow your head toward your leg. And then look up. We'll bring the left knee down and take the arms all the way up, palms touch above. So this is low lunge. And then bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Curl the left toes under and lift your left knee. You're going to walk your hands to the left. And as you do, your right toes start to point toward the side of your mat. And then your right knee stays bent. Your left leg stays straight. And maybe your left toes point up to the sky. This is a half squat. Your hands can either stay at the floor or you can bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Going to come over to the other side so you can have your hands on the floor for support. Slide over now so that your left knee is bending, right leg is straight, right toes pointing up toward the sky. Your hips might be very, very low, real close to your left ankle, or your hips might be up real high. Everybody's different. Hands on the floor or hands to prayer. And then begin to walk your hands to the left and rotate your body to the left, bringing your right knee down. And then sweeping your arms all the way up for low lunge. Palms touch above. And then hands come to the floor, framing the left foot. And curl your right toes, lift the right knee, straighten the legs, and bow your head over your straightened left leg for pyramid pose. Take your left hand to your shin and then take your right hand high, triangle. And then lift up, arms wide, turning both toes out, heels in, bend the knees, and then bend the elbows so that your palms face the sky. And then we're going to take a big step to the other side of the mat, so the right side for me. And then take your hands down by your side. So we'll sweep those arms up, interlace the fingers, point the pointer fingers. This is Kali Mudra. So rooting down the feet, rising up through the upper body. Take an inhale. And then side bend to the left, exhale. Inhale, center. Side bend to the right, exhale. Inhale, center. Set your eyes at one point and lift your left knee up towards your chest. And then take a big step to the left. Toes out, heels in. You can release those hands, bend at the elbows. Get deep. And then straighten the legs, straighten the arms, palms will face the floor, and turn the toes to the left. Go ahead and lengthen your left arm over the left leg, reaching as much as you can, and then let your left hand rest on your shin. Right hand comes straight up. Look up at your thumb. If that's okay for your neck, stay looking at your thumb. Otherwise, look straight ahead. Breathe here. And then take your right hand down to the floor or to blocks. And so you're framing your left foot with your hands and turning your chest to hover over your straightened left leg. Then you can walk your hands forward a little bit and bow your head down. And then bring your right knee down and sweep your arms all the way up. Palms touch above. Low lunge. Hands come to the floor, to the inside of the left foot. Curl your right toes under. Lift the right knee. And then walk your hands more to the right. And you're shifting your left toes to point toward the side of the mat and your right toes to point up to the sky. Hands to prayer. And you might have your sit bones real low. You might be way up high. We're going to slide over to the other side. So bring your hands to the floor. Slide over to the right. Your right knee is bent. Your left leg is straight. And then rotate to the right. So you're taking your hands, framing your right foot. Your left knee is down. So you're coming into that low lunge. Arms will sweep out and up. Palms touch above. Inhale. Hands come to the mat to frame your right foot. Curl the left toes under, lift the knees, straighten the legs. Center your chest over your right leg. Walk those hands forward and bow your head. Lift the head. You can let your right hand come onto your shin and then lift your left hand, your left arm straight up. Look up toward your thumb. And then lift yourself all the way up and have both toes out, heels in, bend your knees, bend your elbows. Breathe here. And then we're going to take a big step to the left. Hands come by your side. Beautiful. Take a very big breath in. Open the mouth, clear it out. It's time for our seated meditation. So get something comfortable to sit on if you like. And sit in a way where you know your spine isn't slouchy. You have to sit with a very long spine. That way we're not compressing down on the vital organs. We're allowing them space. And rest one palm on top of the other. Let your tips of your thumbs touch. And this is just a way to signify your openness to receive and the emptiness as well. So we've just cleared out a lot of the tension we might have been holding. We've created a more open space within. That also relates to creating a more open space in the mind. You can close the eyes, start to breathe. And let each breath begin to relax the body and the mind. So really pay attention to how your body feels with every exhale. And as you're breathing in this way, very mindful of the exhale, we're going to count back from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And notice if there was any time that you began to feel as if you maybe were out of balance. Not just physically, but it could be emotionally, it could be with, your food, your diet, your work life balance. Just notice if that's coming to you when you notice when this started. And if you found this, sometimes you have to dig deep and kind of go back and search certain areas of your life to see, as you might feel pretty in balance, but there might be this one aspect that might stand out. And if you can see one, maybe you can see what were the signs leading up to it. can ask why. Why? What caused the imbalance? So for example, if it has to do with food, is it too much caffeine? Is it a hunger for love? Is it working too long without a break? Let your answer come gently from within and trust that you know the real cause. Now you can ask, how can I restore balance? What small step am I ready for? And trust that inner wisdom to guide you. And as we breathe here, we'll count from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So filling up here with a sense of gratitude for the ability to communicate inward, to receive the answers that are within. Even if you didn't get the answers, you began the conversation, and I think that's also very important. We'll take a deep breath in, open the mouth, clear it out. We'll take hands to prayer in front of the heart. We can bow our forehead to each other. Let us say, Namaste.